We have golf on TYT Sports today. France British Open's coming up.
I'm excited.
Tiger Woods not ranked #1.
Well, technically, there's a 1 in there.
There is a 1 in there, but Tiger Woods not ranked. Oh, there is a 1 in there. Actually, there's also a 0, another 0, and a 5. I think our production assistant is dying.
Yeah, can we get some CPR?
We trained 1005th. Ever see the Dave Chappelle skit? Plead the 5th. Check. Okay, this is just so I needed to find. I had to look this up. So according to, let's get to E12 because this is how golf rankings work. I didn't know this. Golf World's rankings on a 2-year rolling basis, with the points you accumulate in a given event being replaced by the ones you gained at that same event 2 years later. 2 years ago, Tiger Woods was up there. What hasn't happened in 2 years? Tiger hasn't golfed.
Yeah, he hasn't golfed. And there's some other factors that they left out here that I wanted to introduce you. Like it's how much your hair recedes by the time you wear your hat in the start of the round to the end of the round. Have you ever seen a golfer take his hat off?
What about the visor
Jordan
versus
Spieth
hat?
goes from 18 to like 65 in the space of one swift hat.
What about visor versus hat?
You know, I love a good visor. Luke Donald, someone that I've often been called on the golf course when I wear my visor. I like that.
You're a visor guy.
I wear visors, yeah, because I'm worried about my if like my hair starts to recede by just wearing a hat too much. I feel like a visor's more of a like below the hairline sort of thing.
Could you guess I'd be a hat guy?
You're definitely a hat guy. I don't think there's any scientific. I think there might be. I don't know if there's any. Zach, throw up in the back. Any scientific backing that if you wear a hat every day on the golf course, you're more likely to go bald? I'm sure it does happen. So we'll ask plenty of hat wearers. I know you wear a hat quite a lot, but see, yours isn't pushed all the way down. I feel like the more you wear it right down, it tells the hair.
Yeah, I don't do this.
Tentacles.
It's too low, and then you can't see the face. This is the Jesus Godoy style of wearing a hat. Jesus wears it like that.
Is that funny, Asher? You just come back from the brink of death, and now you're just sitting in there dishing comments in the back?
This is how Jesus wears his hats.
Yeah, he does.
I go up.
All right, well, this is Tiger's ranking, by the way, just to take a look.
Well, it's a nice graph.
Oh.
He had such a nice steady, I forgot like that 2011 little dip to like being ranked 100th back to the top.
It's tough. It's tough to see.
Yeah. It is tough to see because again, another thing the media is obsessed with is they think like we need Tiger back. One more Tiger.
I like how you did the Tiger roar once you said it.
They feel like they need it, that golf needs it. And of course, golf ratings were way higher when Tiger was in his prime, but all good things fade. You know, it's not like, I don't think he has an Ernie Els in him. And I mention Ernie Els because he won the British Open, just coming up. Your tournament, it's your tournament.
I just don't think I see, I feel like
excited for the British Open?
Really excited, I can't wait for it. I feel like the glory days of those golfers that we kind of, like Mickelson's not going to age at any point, he's still going to be good, but I feel like Ernie Els, Vijay Singh, Tiger Woods.
Ernie Els is like 1,000.
Those sort of guys are dropping off the radar. But here's the thing on this, golf doesn't need Tiger to survive. Golf thrived on Tiger to survive, but just like baseball, it's always going to have that niche market that's going to tune in to watch it. It's not going to plummet and it's not going to skyrocket. It's just going to kind of float. And I'm always going to watch on a casual Sunday morning when I get nothing else to watch. I'll tune in because it's very relaxing.
Also, I have a prediction.
What's that?
I do think, if possible, if it lines up correctly, I think you're going to see Steph Curry in like a PGA event at some point.
He's what is he like a 1 or a 2 handicap?
He's a good golfer, but he also like golf would latch on to that. An NBA superstar that they can bring over, plays with his dad. He does pro-ams and stuff like that. He golfs with Obama. He golfs with with at some of the best courses in the world. I think if it does work out that he could play a tournament, I think he would do it.
Well, I mean, he could follow on suit with another very good former NBA player come golfer in Charles Barkley. Who now tried out a one-handed golf swing.
Looked better than his old swing, though.
Well, anything would look better than that old swing. You could fast forward Jim Furyk's swing, and it would look better than Charles Barkley's
I have the list of the last 16, maybe 17 British Open winners.
Okay.
Could you name me 3 different ones?
British Open. Henrik Stenson.
It was last year, correct.
Rory McIlroy.
2 years ago, correct. 3 years ago.
Phil Mickelson.
Phil Mickelson.
I can keep going.
5 years ago.
Paul Lawrie,
Possibly, but not in front of me.
But how many, you said 15, right?
I go back to 2000.
I think it might have been before that.
You're missing the one we're talking about.
Oh, Tiger Woods.
Yeah, he did it 3 times, 05, 06, and 2000.
I'm just trying to remember.
We have more?
Anyone else?
Come on.
Spieth didn't win.
I mentioned it. Spieth did not win, but he was close, I think.
Yeah, he was very close.
He had a masterful shot. He won back-to-back.
Adam Scott.
Adam Scott, also possible, but not on the list.
Phil Mickelson.
Phil, you already said Phil. Patrick Harrington.
Patrick Harrington, oh my God. Darren Clark, no?
Darren Clark, UK and Northern Ireland, 2011.
Remember.
One of my favorites, Louis Oosthuizen. Even though he's from South Africa, so that's not how you pronounce it. He's from France.
Always gonna get that joke. Everyone gets it in the studio. I hope you guys get it at home because Jason once thought that Kaminsky was a French name.
Seriously, okay, my last thing about golf, which I always think is really funny, there was a take, I gotta remember from who it was. It might have been Nick Wright. It was a hot take about Nick Wright, about how if you haven't won, you're not a major champion winner if you haven't won 2 major championships, because some of the name, like Brooks Koepka from the US Open, like they probably won't remember him. I thought to be a major championship winner, all you have to do is win. Like maybe it's too easy to poke fun at, but
that's the sort of thing that I would expect to come from like Skip Bayless when talking about LeBron. Like, he's not really equaled Michael Jordan's record of championships won because like he needs to win one more.
It's very Skip Baylessly. Who's going to win the British Open this year? The tee times are announced, and excitingly enough, I would like to see the top golfers back in the competition with each other. Nothing against the US Open this year.
Yeah.
I like the idea of an underdog or a no-name coming out and winning it, but when you do have the potential Dustin Johnson collapse, I fell down some stairs.
Yeah.
Versus a Jason Day, versus Rory, versus all these guys, it's fun. It makes
every
for
year,
a great
every year I
finish.
have Ricky there or thereabouts.
Ricky Fowler?
Yeah, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen this year.
Any Scotsmen in the competition this year pulling for?
Nah.
Wow.
I mean,
damn.
Colin Montgomery was the Scottish golfer that many people would expect to go on to win and didn't win
this weekend.
I wish he could turn up and go. I'm going to put my neck on the line and I'm going to say that Spieth might lock it up this year.
Spieth. I don't know. Maybe Sergio's got one more.
Well, he'll be on the back. What did he win? The Masters?
Yeah.
Yeah. The weirdest ceremony in the history of ceremonies is undoubtedly the Masters.
Did Spieth hit the walk-off? The walk-off bunker shot?
No, he hit the bunker shot to force a playoff.
Force a playoff.
Yeah, and then he hit
the
one.
Buzzer beater.
He hit one in the John Deere Classic that went to win it.
I really like the golf buzzer beater. To me, that's something. The golf walk-off. That's awesome. I want to do that to a friend so bad. Soon we'll be back with more golf content because there is a trend going around involving running your friends over with a golf cart. And call me a terrible person, but I will be doing this and filming it this weekend.